everybody, and welcome to the Geeky Papa Show today! For what? For the Batman Superman Adventures, number 9. But before we get into this bat-tastic book, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he's small, green, and he has a pointed cow now. He is, not Zach. No, this is Black. It's Froggy.
Am I blue?
No, you're green.
Thanks.
Look below. You can see she's every woman in the world to us. Unless Melissa and Amy show up, because then we'll have more. Oh, but it's Maranya!
Hello, everyone.
And finally, not leastly, but finally, it is the Eric of all Breens. It's Eric Breen.
Am I blue?
Are you blue?
No. I don't have a clever response for that, though.
You could have rhymed it. No, you're Breen.
Oh,
Rhymes with green.
But that was a whole other bit ago.
Yeah.
Yes, quit being mean, Puppeteen.
Quit being mean to the Breen and the green, Puppeteen.
In Abilene.
I don't really feel seen.
Well, it's because you're based off of Angleteen.
Oh, there we go.
The Shadowland Queen.
You know what? To get into this book, I'm feeling mighty keen. It's Batman Adventures! Choose a charm.
An abandoned warehouse somewhere in Gotham City.
Gotham
City!
Yes.
See you in 15.
You have a little bit. You still have a little bit.
Oh.
Well, good golly geez, Batman. Call me a squirrel. This is nuts. Almost midnight. They've got us in a tight spot, Batman. Fair, square, and dead to rights. It's been cool working with you, but this looks like the end, my friend.
What?
My friend.
Better.
You think this is a tight spot? Not even close.
I don't know about that. You're really close to me right now.
Here we go. Oh, Eric.
Batman and his tense sidekick Robin in Deathtrap a Go-Go.
Mr. Narrator. Who is the writer?
Gabe Soria.
And the artist?
Yes.
Dean Haspiel.
And who did the lettering?
Nick J. Knapp.
And the colors?
Tylenol.
Tylenol?
How about that assistant editor?
Harvey Richards.
How about just that editor?
Joan Hilty.
And who really created Batman?
Roy Thomas.
That's right. Heck yeah. I think this is a tight spot. I'm gonna die. And I've never even shaved. Don't you dare.
You silence that phone in the background? Damn it. We're trying to read. I'm working on freeing us. Relax. Frankie says relax.
Don't do it.
That's what you say when you come to my bedroom every night, but I don't think I should relax. You're a detective, aren't you? Well, detect this. We are about to croak.
Like Froggy.
The big split ski. The unquiet sleep of the ages. The e-ticket ride to eternity.
Robin, you have to put the situation in perspective. Death traps like this are a part of the job. And trust me, I've seen much worse.
Worse than this?
Yes, I've seen the Raleigh Osmond.
Oh, you have death, was it Deathman in the back?
Dead man.
Dead man.
Dead man, yeah. Batman zigged when he should have zagged. Robin, too fast to live, too young to die. Bye-bye.
Worse than this. Imagine being trapped by Killer Croc in the Gotham sewer pit, surrounded by the underfed mutant alligators.
Wow.
With a taste for human flesh.
Ooh.
Wait, we have
like
mutant
Florida.
alligators living in our sewers?
It's in Florida.
Yikes. How'd you manage to slip out of that one?
Kronk would have never guessed that imagine as a teenager, I once spent a season in the roadside carnival in Florida, wrestling alligators.
Batman's a Florida man?
Yep.
You wrestled alligators in Florida?
I wrestled alligators in Florida in a carnival, and I was damn good at it.
Well, I bet you were.
I'm still here, am I?
I don't know.
This makes a weird sort of sense.
Or the time I was running through a wheat field on the outskirts of Gotham with a penguin dodging my every step in his bye-bye bird plane.
Bye-bye bird plane? That's terrible. What a cornball. Was he trying to kill you with laughter?
Machine guns. I was running north by northwest.
Ah, close enough.
Oof.
How appropriate that you should mention dying laughing. Once the Joker imprisoned me in a car filled with inflatable punching bag clowns.
Why didn't you just pop the clowns?
They're inflated with the Joker's laughing gas.
How'd you cheat certain death that time?
That particular makeup clown car had a very weak windshield, and I have a very hard head. What does a hard head plus a weak windshield equal?
Freaking headache.
A way out, Robin.
Right. Way out. Good golly geez.
I'd use my head in a different way when the Mad Hatter had me at the mercy of his insidious decapitator.
Nader?
Yes. He was obviously never a Boy Scout.
Why?
He's a skilled haberdasher, but his knot-tying skills are poor.
Menaced by a killer hat. Are you sure this wasn't a nightmare brought on to you by Alfred's special meatloaf? I mean, talk about death traps. Excuse me, Master. Governor.
No, Robin. I don't believe Alfred's meatloaf has caused me to hallucinate deadly peril lately. That's Taco Bell.
Well, maybe not you. But hey, you're not going to tell Alfred I said that, right?
No, I won't tell Alfred. After all, when will I have the chance?
Oh, right. We're not going anywhere. We're going to die.
Or so you think.
Or so you say.
Or so you heard. Are you going to allow me to continue my story?
I'm all ears.
Thank you. If Cody can tell his damn story and finish it, so can I.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
Please don't.
Held up above, and a thing called love. And I'll also tell you about Scarecrow's House of Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Horse.
Yes.
Another death trap?
You have no idea.
Isn't Robin a little bit young to be hearing about whores?
Well,
You see, when the toilet backed up, things got crazy.
oof. Oh. There goes the bear rug.
What I forgot to tell you, this wasn't Scarecrow's house. This was Dalton's.
Oh, yeah. Ah. Oof.
Wow. Cool. Aside from the whole instant death awaiting you around every corner thing.
Deadly as it was entertaining, Scarecrow's a creative soul. And I told him that he was wasting his time trying to kill me. He should be designing amusement park rides, but it's in one ear and out the other with the criminals.
That brings up an interesting question, actually.
Yes.
Money.
Money.
Yeah, money. Where do these guys get all the money to do this stuff?
DC Comics.
Money, that's what I want.
They steal it, Robin, from the readers.
Yep.
Okay, they steal it. But it's not like it stops there.
What do you mean?
Think about it. They get money by, say, looting Gotham National Bank or stealing the crown jewels of Zamunda or from the Gotham Museum or whatever.
Assuming we don't stop them.
Assuming we don't stop them. Most crooks would be satisfied with the money. But these guys, once they got the money, they have to conceive a death trap.
Right.
They have to budget it.
Correct.
They have to build it.
Of course.
And then, once all that's done, they have to lure you into it.
Yes.
Well,
what?
doesn't that seem a little crazy to you? If you ask me, that's a lot of money, time, and effort just to get your jaw socked and thrown back into Arkham Asylum.
Of course it's crazy, Robin. These are mentally unbalanced criminals we're dealing with. Not so long ago, Clayface tried to make me a permanent part of an enormous coffee mug. It might have worked if I'd been Zach.
Yeah.
And he did not use an inferior, slow-drying clay that I was able to pull free from at the last moment.
Huh. You'd figure him being made of clay that he might know better than that, right?
Well, your typically criminal is, by and large, criminally foolish.
And it sounds like they criminally cut corners on costs, too.
And in one hot July day, Mr. Freeze introduced Brain Freeze, a sinister new flavor of ice cream, to the streets of Gotham.
Tasty.
Just like Baja Blast, one lick and a person was under Freeze's complete mental domination.
I ran out of Baja Blast.
Susceptible to his every suggestion.
I missed it so much. Oh, I bet his first suggestion was, please kill Batman for me, would you?
Exactly. But what he didn't plan on was being his own antidote. After all, what kills a desire for ice cream quicker than a freezing winter's day?
I would have just doused him in hot chocolate syrup, but that's just me.
Once Two-Face offered me a choice between one of two doors.
But there was a catch.
Of course. The catch was both doors led to certain painful death, and all I had to do was choose.
So, did you just dive right in one?
Not at all. Two-Face's mistake was offering me a choice between deaths, and I chose neither.
And open up a big bat can of whoop.
Language, Robin.
Captain America.
Then there was the Riddler and his fondness of game shows.
Come on down.
It was me versus two unlucky citizens of Gotham City.
Gotham City.
The punishment for answering a question wrong, 10,000 volts. The punishment for not answering at all, 20,000 volts.
Talking truth or dare.
Hosted by the one and only Riddler.
Yes.
And so,
I had no choice. I buzzed on every damn question and answered everyone wrong. I took every single shock until the Riddler came over to gloat over my body.
you sprang back to life and clocked him naturally, but 20,000 volts repeatedly? That sounds like a job for
A little electrical knowledge. The Riddler should have known that the batsuit is heavily insulated against just this sort of thing. Voltage means nothing without the amps to back it up.
No kidding. Holy shucks, Batman. How goes it with the whole freeing us strategy, by the way?
Funny that you should mention that there.
You got it! Rock and roll!
So what have we learned?
Oh, one, your arch enemies are, to a fault, arts and crafts nuts. 2, you have an extremely hard head. 3, don't sweat the death traps.
Exactly.
I say we go ahead and put a hurtin' on these suckers. Can ya dig it?
Sucker! Yeah. Not much of a strategy, my young and friend. But yes, I can dig it.
Oh yeah, I knew that you could.
The ever-loving deadly end.
I know you have an aversion to therapy, Mr. Wayne, but it was you who made it part of the Wayne Corp annual employee evaluations.
Okay, Doc, but let's hurry. I tee off in an hour.
Mm-hmm. Eric?
The couch.
Who's the writer?
It's Vita Delisante.
Who's the artist?
Dean Haspiel.
Who's the colorist?
It's xylophone.
Yeah.
Who's the letterer?
Rob Lee.
Who's the assistant editor?
Harvey Richards.
Who's the editor?
Joan Hilty.
And who made Batman?
Mr. and Mrs. Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
I want you to relax. Today we're going to try some free association. I'll say a word and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Car.
Batmobile.
No.
I mean, Benz.
No. Black.
Zach. I mean, Ty.
Green.
Money.
Work. The first thing that comes to mind when I say work. It's not a hard question, mister.
That's the thing out. And Alfred does, right?
Trust.
Sidekick. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
a fund.
Loyal.
Dog.
Ooh. Play.
Vicky, Silver, Julie.
One is enough. Thank you. Good.
Charity.
Evil.
Taxes.
Good look. And friend.
And foe.
Happiness. Mr. Wayne?
Gotham.
The
end.
Time for a super issue of The Superman Adventures. Lex Luthor, Man of Tomorrow, today by the Daily Bugle. This was Washington. Lex appeal. Good sex, bad Lex.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a Superman.
Just turn the page.
I'm just glad that they actually have words you can read. Normally, it's just like scrambled like symbols,
Yeah.
like hieroglyphics.
Mr. Narrator.
Mr. Eric,
I'm narrating too.
you're narrating.
The few there isn't much.
Return of the hero.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, who's the writer?
Why, Carl, that's Scott McCloud.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, who's the penciler?
That's Mike Manley.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, who's the inker?
It's Perry Austin.
I'm Mr. Narrator. Who is the colorist?
What happened to Carl? Is he getting me my coffee?
Yep.
Marie Severn.
Oh, I'm back with your coffee, Major Monogram.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we
Who's
have to let
the
you go,
letterer?
Carl.
I believe it's Lois
And the editor.
Bahalis.
Yes, and the editor. Sorry, Carl has been let go due to budget cuts.
Why, that's...
What?
Well, then you find out what Doofenshmirtz is up to and put a stop to it.
Get to it. There's a whole tri-state area on the cover.
I guess you could say I have two heroes, and Superman is definitely one of them. Sure, everybody likes Superman. Sure, the guy's strong, and he's brave, and he risks his life all the time to save people. Me, I gotta see him up close and personal. You know that fire at the power plant near here? I was walking home one day when I saw it. Superman was there! I saw the guy fly into that burning building maybe a half a dozen times. We'd see him fly right into the flames and then fly out a few minutes later with a couple of workers under each arm and a frog saying, "Only you can start wildfires."
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I said only you can start chemical fires.
Superman just saved the last guy from the plant. Good thing, too, because we could tell the place was just about to blow like a popsicle stand. Even from where we were, it was hotter than Hades. Then some old security guard of Mortis came up to Superman and talked to him for just a couple of seconds.
Hey, you want a beer? I got me a sarsaparilla. You want one?
He sounds something like that. And what do you know? He flew right back into the flames. Didn't hesitate for a second, you know? It was like, no problem, sure, back in the fire, whatever you say.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting my sarsaparilla.
Right into the kitchen with the heat.
Where's my
No one-
sandwiches being made?
No one heard what Old Man Immortus said. We didn't know what Superman was even looking for.
It's poop stick.
All we knew for sure was we were glad it was him and not us that was making the trip. To look at the old guy's face, you'd think his whole Immortus family was in there. Even though they said everyone got out a minute ago, nobody knew what was up, or down, or left, right. We have bad senses of direction. The whole building began to fall apart, flames shooting everywhere, thick clouds of black smoke, and then out comes Superman with his cargo. Escargot.
Escargot. Look at the escargot.
It was a dog. Celia. Just a stupid dog. And Superman went through all that to save it. I guess it meant something to the old guy because he was crying like a baby Immortus.
Well, you see, it gets lonely at night.
Woof, 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 woof.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. A guy who'd go through all that to just save some dumb dog. You know, that's a real hero. A guy who doesn't think twice.
Like, for sure. You said you had two heroes, Frank. Who's the other?
You wouldn't know him.
Wow, you want to think like they're goth kids.
Yeah.
He's a businessman. probably the richest guy in the city of
The
Metropolis.
city?
The city.
Oh, city
Oh,
of Metropolis.
normally I don't like those guys. You know how they're all like, all the big limousines, hanging out with celebrities, stepping all over people on their way.
Are they wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, limousine riding, jet flying, sons of guns?
Yep.
Woo!
Fireman! No, sorry.
Yes.
Old habits. But this guy started with nothing. He grew up right here in Suicide Slum, just like us. He didn't let it drag him down, though. Didn't let the place get to him like most guys. He just worked 10 times as hard. And little by little, he built one of the biggest fortunes in the world.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That guy, Luther.
No, not Luther. That's a hit BBC detective drama.
Yeah.
This is Luthor.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
TCR Luther.
Lex Luthor.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the 20 blocks between Kelly and Lansing streets are severely poorly written.
Yes.
This region, this so-called suicide slum, needs our help. Metropolis is one of the wealthiest and most peaceful cities in the world. By attending this benefit tonight, we can all take the first steps toward welcoming these disenfranchised few into the family of our prosperity.
Excuse me, Mr. Luthor. Hasn't your company, LexCorp, been purchasing large portions of Suicide Slum in hopes of demolishing its residences in favor of a huge business and retail complex?
Kent, shouldn't your woman be home making you a sandwich?
Ha!
That's how nice of you to join us. And I'm glad to see the Daily Planet was generous enough to purchase a table.
Yes, you see, the Lex Daily Beagle would never do that for Peter Parker.
Yeah. That skinflint. Cheapskate. Huh. Any comments on the fires in Suicide Slum lately, Mr. Luthor? Most seem to be properties which LexCorp was unable to acquire in its buyout of the area.
Knowing that he has X-ray vision, what is he looking at?
That she's not wearing it. She's not wearing anything underneath there.
Ahem. My sympathies, of course, go out to anyone who has suffered a loss of property. But if you're suggesting...
I'm suggesting. Would you deny these fires have been something of a windfall for LexCorp? A fortunate coincidence, let's say. That guy's checking out her badonkadonk.
And old Aunt May's upset.
Yeah, because she's got better games than Aunt May.
Miss Lane, I'm a man of civility, but I do have my limits. Have her taken out back and shot.
Yes.
Now, I have other engagements. If you'll excuse me.
No excuse for you. I'd say that went rather well.
You never really off work, are you, Lois?
Daily Planet. That was the scene last night as a benefit for homeless families became a staging ground for a surprise tag on billionaire benefactor Lex Luthor, not Luther.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Why can't they just leave him alone? Poor guy.
I agree. Why can't they leave him alone?
They should do it. They should just leave him alone.
They should.
Hey, Ma! What is it with these reporters? What have they got against Lex Luthor? Sure, the guy's rich, but he's helped out a lot of people. Is everybody jealous or something?
Luthor is Frank's no hero. Lex Luthor is no hero, Francisco. The man's more corrupt than the devil himself. You want heroes? You should look to your father. That's a hero you can learn something from.
I don't think so, Ma. Dad was a crook, and you know it.
You get no meatballs.
He went to prison, but he wasn't a bad person. You don't know the whole story. You're his son, Francisco. He gave you his own name, for heaven's sake. You should show him more respect.
First of all, Ma, could you please call me Frank? Second, Dad was my hero when I was a kid, but he blew it. He just became another hood. Another white hood like Zach.
Oh, no. Look, I know you feel betrayed, but what happened wasn't the way it seemed. Things were complicated. He was doing the right thing.
Yeah? So what was he doing, Ma? You never tell me.
I can't tell you because, look, Frank, just trust me. There were reasons.
You just want to believe that. But it's not true. Dad blew it, and I'm sorry, Ma, but I'd rather find my hero someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
Ding dong.
Yeah, I'll get it. She looks pretty harmless, Ma. Oh, okay, let her in, Syria. Hey, Ma, do you think we have enough locks?
Crack. To check. To shadow. Chunk.
Uh-oh.
1, 2,
Eric,
3.
Yeah, they're
Where the fuck is 4K?
in that.
Yeah.
In that.
It's right there.
Hi. You must be Celia. Is your mom at home?
Mommy. Hey, I know you. You're a babe.
Yeah. Lois Lane, Daily Planet, and you must be Frank. Actually, it's you I wanted to talk to. I heard that you were one of the witnesses at the fire at Metropolis Light and Power last night. I thought you could help.
I'm not helping you. You're the one that ambushed Lex Luthor at the benefit last night.
Well, yes, but
You can go fish, lady. I'm out of here.
I'm surprised, Maria. Your son's a fan of Lex Luthor? Does he know what happened to his father? No, Miss Elaine, and if I have it my way, he never will.
Wow! Look at that! This is the biggest one this week! Sweet!
Yeah.
What? Hurry up.
Yeah, nice of him to put on a free show for us, especially since the TV's busted.
Hey, Palpatine, check out the store across the street. Nobody's watching it.
It's Batman with the box.
Yeah.
So?
Still like, let's take advantage of the situation.
You want to rip off the store? No way!
Why not, Frank? It's like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, wrong! Yeah, and I don't take candy from babies either. So forget about it. It's a stupid idea.
Yeah, who gives candy to babies? That's just dumb.
That's right. Yo, look how fast it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Mamma
What,
mia.
Zach in the other direction?
Uh-oh.
Hey, get back here, you morons.
Come on, now's our chance
Mm-hmm.
to read. But yeah, because you read before us for some reason.
Yep.
Go ahead, Sony.
Holy
Oh,
Lord.
yeah.
Okay, later.
I've got enough thin gems for a month.
I'm gonna check the cash register.
These cards stink.
Come on, let's get out of here. This is nuts.
Hey, Frank, if you're gonna chicken out on us.
Okay, he'll free.
Eric?
Free.
Freeze! Irish police! Drop
Pandora!
it!
Drop it, kid.
Hey, get back here, you little varmints.
Oof.
For Ash. Spinach.
Yes.
If I want to be the
That's
other
you.
first one.
That's the
Oh,
cop.
don't move.
Begorra! You're under arrest, kid. You have the right to sit there with a chair up your crotch.
And full of lead.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Smallville. Do you remember the Francisco Torres story I told you about?
I think so. From before I got here, right?
Yeah, the guy blew the whistle on some illegal dumping that LexCorp was doing in Metropolis Harbor. Supposedly, Lex had him framed for embezzlement and sent away.
Yeah, sure. Torres died in prison a couple of years later, right?
Right. It was officially listed as heart failure. Anyway, I just found out the guy's son, Frank, was arrested for shoplifting last week. And guess who springs for his bail?
You're kidding.
Okay, Celia, I'll tell you about it. But you gotta promise not to tell Mom.
Yeah, I promise. Come on. I'm dying of curiosity.
Okay, there I was in the cell for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the guard comes and lets me out. Seems some guardian angels posted my bail. And jeez, mercy, she was a babe. His chauffeur's there with a guard. Says her name's Mercy, which is funny because looking at her, you wouldn't guess that was her specialty. In fact, she looks like she could kick my butt from here to Hoboken.
Yeah.
Anyway, she doesn't say words. She just leads me to the car and takes me some kind of crazy route till we get to this big industrial park with all these LexCorp signs all over the place.
And she manages to only hit one curb.
Uh-huh.
She knew how to somewhat drive. But we go into the biggest building and take the elevator to a fancy office so big you could live in it. And there he is, the man himself. He even knows my name.
Hello, Francisco. I'm Lex Luthor. Do you like
Yeah.
gladiator movies?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do. And yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, hello, hi, sir. And all that jazz. So while I'm sputtering like an idiot, the guy just motions for me to follow him, and I'm welcome. Like I'm family or something.
Do you know why I've called you here, Francisco?
Unfortunately, I do, sir.
No, that's Kevin Spacey. He played me in a movie. I'm the real Lex Luthor.
You're worse? Then he explains it all to me. How he got his mole men watching the streets. How he saw the way me and the boys defended the neighborhood from those gangbangers twice our age last June.
Wee! Now, Mom, man, love to watch the streets.
Yeah.
He says that I'm a smart kid, says he can tell when somebody has potential. And if they stay out of trouble, they might have a use for me. Maybe a place in his organization.
Society has its rules, Francisco. May I call you Francisco?
Yes.
Follow them when you're young. Stay clean long enough, and you can begin to make your own rules. Society's morality is for sheep. True leaders don't live by the code of others. They write their own. Yes, I learned to code.
Yes.
Sometimes morality is a matter of doing what needs to be done. The criminal organization of a man named Bruno Mannheim Steamroller is responsible for the fires in your neighborhood, though the police can't prove it. Perhaps you can help in some small way in our efforts to stop him.
Yeah, sure, I'd like that. It was so weird, Celia. He showed me the whole operation like a king showing off the castle to his son or something. Like my approval was important somehow. And then his chauffeur brought me home, and all she said was, "We'll be in touch." She's going to touch me, Celia. I'm going to be a real boy.
No, Francisco, I'll be doing the touching.
Oh, God. Sounds like I have a future in the company.
Every night.
Blasted meeting. I wanted to leave hours ago.
I'm not letting you go into that neighborhood this late at night, Lois. There
Really?
could be Zach's there.
Yeah, really, Ken. You don't have to come with me.
Okay, see you later. Woo-hoo.
Taxi! So, what do you think, Smallville? Why did Luther do it?
I don't know. Maybe there's a tiny sliver of conscience in that cold heart of his.
Yeah. I don't think so. Nah. What's up with you, boss? You've been acting like you'd seen a ghost. And why tell him all that stuff about us spying on kid gangs? We don't bother with small fry like that. He's the only one we're watching.
I'll thank you to make me a sandwich, Mercy. You may go.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, run in.
Okay. Looks like the canary ain't singing so loud now.
I'm glad you decided to see reason, Francisco.
Hey, you threatened me.
Hey, no, mon ami. You were threatening my family, Luther. What else could I do? Because if I go to prison quietly, I expect you to hold up the end of the bargain. Swear that no harm will come to my family, that you'll look out for them. Swear that you'll protect them when I can't, mon ami.
Uh-huh.
You're in no position to bargain, my good fellow.
Swear to it, Luther. On your honor, if you have any.
Ooh.
Very well. You have my word. Take him away, gentlemen.
Yeah, he said a gentle. This isn't gentle, no.
That, Mercy? Huh. Hey, Lex.
No, these are just regular guys.
Oh, the other guys. Okay.
Hey, Lex. You remember that guy Torres we put away last year?
Yes, what of him?
Seems he died of a heart attack in prison. Word on the street is that you had him bumped off.
This guy looks French.
Oh, you know that even though he does really a heart attack, let them think it. Anyway, if they think you killed him, it's as good as if you did. No?
Good point, my and friend. On my head, then. So be it.
I can't tell.
Mr. Luthor, sorry to interrupt you, sir. You wanted to know as soon as we set that fire on Dewey Avenue.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, the apartment building at 315 Dewey ought to blow in about 5 minutes. Also, that surveillance you wanted at 620 Dewey is...
Wait! What did you say? You idiot! You reversed them. The fire was for 620, and 315 was... Oh, my God. Mercy. Get the car. Fast.
Hey, see the line, Ma. I I know it.
No, Francisco, I know this a woman. She tried to help your father, but Luther had the courts in his pocket.
No, she's a lying bitch, mother.
Listen, Frank, your mother was afraid to tell you the whole story. Afraid of what you might do if you knew Luther was responsible for your father's death. She just didn't want you getting hurt. But if you're starting to get mixed up with that guy...
Frank is dead. Call me the Punisher.
Yeah.
Nah, you're taking all my heroes away from me.
I told you, Francisco, your father was a hero. He tried to stop Luther, but he had to back down to protect his family, to protect us. She's alt-right, Frank. He was a brave and decent man. You know it's a true, don't you?
I don't know anything more. I just wanted someone to believe in. No, I don't. Huh?
It's a fire alarm. We better get outside. Maria, thank heaven you got out in time. Where's Celia?
Green. Clang, clang.
Where the fuck's Fork? Oh crap! It's burning to the ground.
Celia, I thought she was at your apartment doing her homework with Tanya. She was, but she left an hour ago. Didn't she come home? I'm sure I would have seen her.
Oh my God, maybe not. Lately, she's been going up to the fire escape to avoid all the arguing. She might have just snuck in and oh
no. Frank, stop. You can't go in there.
I must, Mama.
Begorra! I'm from the Irish Fire Department, miss. No, it's
right
too
here.
late.
He's Irish right here. Let me go. Clark, get this idiot off me. Clark!
Celia, sister, it's me, Francisco. Can you hear me? I have the black lung disease.
Frank, I'm in here.
Celia.
Oh, Frank, what are we going to do? There's no way out.
No, there's gotta be.
There is.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'm it. Don't be afraid, kids. I'm Pink Superman. It's Pride Month.
Yes.
Gasp.
Like Superman, like, wow, cool, totally cool. Wee ha ha ha.
There they are. Have the paramedics ready.
I'll do one last check inside.
Like, thanks, big guy.
Hey, is that?
Luther. It's true, isn't it? I so hate that guy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Take us home, Mercy. Yeah, they check out okay.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Superman, wait! I need to try to tell you something. Look, I know people tell you us this all the time, but you're my real hero to me. And that means a lot right now, because my other hero, well, he turned out to be just another crook tonight.
This fallen hero of yours, what did you mar him?
He's a god, I guess. And the way he could start with nothing and build into something great. And the way he found his own path, but...
Those are all still great qualities. But there's no reason you can't learn from them, in spite of these other mistakes. Learn what you can from all of your heroes, son. But don't expect them to be perfect. Without their mistakes, those moments of strength wouldn't mean half as much. And in the end, nobody will give you all the answers. It's up to you to find your own path. If you're as ever brave as in life as you were tonight, I know you'll go far. Good luck. Thanks, Superman.
We'll be okay, Frank. The mayor's office is here already offering help. And hey, you got to meet your biggest hero. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, later. But if we could go now, I'd like to talk about the papa.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So all I had to do was start the building on fire and get you to spill the beans.
Yeah.
The perfect plan.
The end.
And we'd like to thank you for being here. Even though we lost Puppeteen and Francisco decided to be more Italian towards the end.
Yeah, that's because he's a paisan.
Yes, I don't know what it means, but it's good. Anyway, but thank you all for being here, and I would like to thank Eric Green for joining us. It's always great to have you here as well. And Marania.
Yes, paisan in Italian is and a friend.
Yes,
And the paisan.
And the paisan.
Pie face. I love it.
Well, pie face too, yeah.
If you haven't done so, please click like, subscribe, and if you're watching this and you haven't watched the others, go back and watch those. We conveniently put them in a playlist just for you.
Ooh.
And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber. We love you. Good night. See you later.
Stay
Bob.
super. And never set forest fires.
Stay Luthor.
That's Froggy's job.
Only you can set the fires everywhere. Good night.
And he had chose.